and I waited till he got right to the front door, and I waited with a fire extinguisher, and I blasted him right in the face. He hopped over. I never saw him again.
Yeah, the Home Depot's open, dude. Yep. Nuts.
Don't start, none won't be none.
Deserved it, Mick.
We thought we had some, but then we didn't.
It's getting more likely.
Look, you dumb. I can't read, and I know this.
Excuse me, you're a fraud.
Not here, buddy. Yeah, he's big business.
All right.
Big business.
This dude.
I'm glad looking at me makes you not feel so bad about yourself physically. You toothless sucker.
Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network. You're listening to Gas Digital Best of the Week.
Ain't natural born killers, Legion of Skanks. Welcome to the
Yeah, sorry.
All right, go ahead.
No, not bad. What is this T-shirt? What is this shirt?
Alex?
Lewis and I went there on our tour, Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, it was nice.
Interesting.
I'm starting to do tests tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't mind it at all.
You got a underbutt,
Yeah,
dude.
do you like it?
Yeah.
Wait, I'll flex it a bit. I'm a little hefty right now.
Wow.
I'm
yeah,
190.
wow, but you got some under.
Yeah.
You can really squeeze this
Yeah,
thing.
do it.
I'm doing it.
Nipple right here.
You have a great body, Aaron.
It's not. I'm a little hefty right now.
You shut up.
Ari's making me feel it.
He's working you.
Ari does a lot of shirtless videos and pictures now because he is like
naturally skinny.
I'm just already shirtless. You're mistaking it for me taking my shirt off. I just suns out, guns out.
Yeah,
he was already shirtless.
We went to the Mets game. He did that, and they made him put his shirt back on.
It's complete bullshit.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was a fucking Nazis.
Yeah, he goes, "Suns out, guns out." He's not here, buddy.
I was like, how long has this been a rule? They're like, I've worked here since 1978. You've never been allowed to do that.
You're not allowed to take your shirt off? I feel like there's
people have stuff written on their body.
yeah, like,
Exactly.
like, it'd be like 4 dudes with Mets written on their chest.
Exactly.
That should have been your
They did
argument. He
not
goes, do you have anything written on your body? You go, well, no. Put your shirt on.
Yeah.
Sir,
It's just
in my defense, I'm a Jew. If I did, I would have died in the Holocaust.
It's just be a D, and then, like, I don't know who my friends are.
He goes, there's a guy with a fence somewhere.
He's like, do you have anything written on your body? He's like, just these numbers right here.
That counts.
That
fun.
counts, right?
Yeah.
Or you should get Holocaust numbers tattooed on your arm. That'd be actually hilarious.
It would be. Do you think there was like a Holocaust like football team, like longest yard?
Maybe. They had to kill time at some
Oh, dude, they
point.
did like guards versus prisoners.
The prisoners like this.
Two bones.
Cracking, fillings falling out of their mouths. Hey, oy vey!
If we had shoes, we could compete.
But for that one day, in the spirit of competition, no one was killed.
Burt Reynolds in the longest Auschwitz yard.
They had the one game that they actually won. Somehow they rallied.
It's called Oy vey, what a long yard.
We need some black Jews.
Instead of football, maybe we play some chess.
What up, motherfuckers? It's the Real Ass Podcast.
Melee weapons in a 200-person fight is fucking...
I get a little bit concerned. So
I
that's
don't
the
know.
problem with a 200-person fight.
Yeah.
Some dickhead
Yeah, without a doubt.
is bringing in a weapon,
gotta
and
keep
then
the
all of a
weapons
sudden,
out.
like now I've signed up for weapons.
Yeah.
and it's not fun. It's not like real weapons. It's simply things that you can grab.
Well, someone threw a
Streets
chair.
and Rage rules.
Yeah, dude.
You gotta eat a whole turkey.
You gotta eat a whole turkey. Boom. Just lean down and get an apple.
yeah, dude. I don't want to deal with weapons. That would sort of become the issue.
Sure.
Right.
Weapons will become the issue.
What is your weapon? You're in a mall. You're in a mall brawl 7.
Mall brawl.
Okay, brawl at the mall. What is your weapon of choice? The gun store they closed. They closed.
Well, I mean,
the knife store.
No knives, no guns.
no knives, no guns.
You got to get to the sporting goods store first of all,
Yeah,
right
dude.
away.
You gotta think a bat, right?
No.
Baseball bat?
Golf club would be
Golf club,
sick.
Pool cue, because you
Pool
snap it in
cue.
half.
Yeah,
You have 2
then
weapons,
you have 2,
dude.
and that'd be sick. I mean, I think like if you could do it like a fucking umbrella, like because they're just lying around. If it's like umbrella, yeah, dude.
And they're gonna think it's a gun. They're like, this is a spy. They're like, there's no way it's just an umbrella.
Well, that's because I look like the penguin.
Yeah.
If I open an umbrella aggressively enough, I'm gonna go wah wah wah.
Does it have this spiral on it? You're trying to hypnotize the kids.
They will run.
Umbrella's solid, dude.
Umbrella's fucking great.
You go to the fucking like the home and garden section, you grab one of the big ones, like a bazooka umbrella, dude. They're gonna think you're fucking ready to rock.
Sick as hell.
If we're doing Dead Rising rules where we can build weapons, I say you go to Modell's.
Definitely.
And the long athletic socks with pool balls in them.
That's a sick fucking weapon.
Can I tell you though? I think those socks, you beat somebody a couple times, gets a little blood on them, they're breaking pretty quickly. Dude. You got 1 or 2 kills before now you're weaponless in the middle of mall brawl. Here you are, dude. Now you're chasing balls all over the floor.
Or what about like a ice skate?
Ice skate would be dope.
I feel like ice skate could fuck people up.
I'm going to the holistic store and I'm making armor out of the beads. You make bead armor. You start throwing the crystals.
It's not Wakanda, dude. You walking into a mall like fucking idiot.
Yeah, dude. No, I know. I'm gonna go to Yankee Candle. I'm gonna fucking smash some candles, melt down the wax, put my hands into the melted glass wax,
with the glass. Yeah, dude.
I fucking shredder hands.
Wasn't that in Best of the Best?
I think it was
Best of the Best.
where they dip their hands
in glue and fucking with the glass. That would be sick as shit.
I mean, I guess you just go to like whatever the high-end kitchen store is and get knives.
Yeah. Or if you go to
it's locked. They locked the knife store down. Remember?
Yeah.
If it has an antique
Neiman
store, you
Marcus
go there.
Is locked.
You get like
a movie.
This is a movie, dude.
This is a movie.
It's a great movie. Mall Brawl.
Yeah,
I feel like Modell's is the store. Or like something like Dick's Sporting Goods.
Or if you got like a fucking skateboard helmet with the holes in it, you could break a pool cue and put it in one of the holes and just run head first into people. Dude, that would be sick.
Use the skateboard, idiot.
Oh, yeah. Dude, if you laid down the skateboard.
Oh, that's what you do. You go to Spencer's and get vibrators.
All right, can I use a lawnmower?
Dude, if you had a huge...
Kenya.
Oh, you're going dead alive? Dead alive on that shit?
I'm grabbing a chainsaw. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, the Home Depot's open, dude. Get fucking nuts.
Dude. Nail guns.
That shit is hard.
And I saw recently there was like something on the internet where you were talking about bears hibernating on your property. And so
it kills me that that's what they come out of the interview. I was talking to this dude, Brando, on Appetite for Distortion, and we were just talking about geography. You know, where are you in Jersey? Oh, I've never been there. What's it like? And I just started talking about it. And he's from Brooklyn, right? Bobby Blitz hibernates with bears. Okay.
When was the first time when did you figure out they were there? Because throughout the time of solitude that I had for the year or so, I moved and I saw some deer, I saw some possums, I saw some fox and some coyote, but no fucking bears. I don't know what I would have done.
I've seen them for forever here. I mean, it's, I've been here for a long time. I mean, you see them in the spring when they give birth, the whole thing. That the mother takes them out on a parade. She takes out the cubs. Sometimes you'll see they're the size of fucking footballs, and walking behind the mother trying to get their legs. I mean, from the back of my house to my garage to the shed to the woods. And they're just there. I'm standing here looking at them going, this is fucked, but it's amazing,
We had one showed up at my girlfriend's school where she works, where she's a teacher, and that people were freaking out. We don't know how it even got over there because the rural area is on like the other side of town. And I was kind of bummed that they said that if it came back, they were going to have to euthanize it. I figured they would at least try to trap it and then go send it. I don't know. I figured they'll like drop it off somewhere. But is that what they do now? Is like if they come to the trash too much or they're too used to humans, they have to euthanize them?
Not in my experience, no. I mean, I've never heard of that up here. I mean, there's been bears that have they track bears that are what are called nuisance bears. And a nuisance bear could be a bear that once it becomes like a 3-yearling is trying to get in your house whenever you're you're cooking with the crock pot or something, because he's smelling it come through the windows and nothing's going to stop him. He's not afraid of anything, or, that could be a nuisance bearing. But usually what they end up doing is up here is the words with the dart. Tranquilizer. They tranquilize it, then they tag it.
So do you have Blitz's bear spray? Do we need to market that? What's your protocol? Like, do you have any sort of defense just in case you get a wild one or one that's ready to attack?
I use a boat horn.
Okay.
That's just that simple. It's so loud and it hits like out of nowhere. It scares the living shit out of him, So I don't have to attack or anything. We had a nuisance, and it was a mother and 2 cubs, and he would swat at the dogs, right? Trying to get into the house. And so that became a little bit dicey, right? So I hit it with the boat horn, and Mom and his brother left, but he just wouldn't give up. And so I grabbed it. I called the dogs, and they came in, and I waited till he got right to the front door, and I waited with a fire extinguisher, and I blasted him right in the face. He hopped over. I never saw him again.
All right.
Zach Amico's Midnight Spook Show.
I spoke at a paranormal convention years ago, and it was as funny as you think it would be. It was like all booths of people showing off their paranormal equipment.
Yeah.
And everybody would be like, we think we found something, but then we didn't.
Oh my God.
It was just 3 straight days of people would be like, we thought we had something, but then we didn't. Dude, this guy, we went out to dinner with these people. It was this team of paranormal investigators, and they were talking about the hotel we were in, about how there was rumors it was haunted. And he's like, man, they were real backwoods people. He's like, man, we got called up here once, man. This fucking hotel, man. This one of the rooms was the walls fucking bleeding. Blood coming out the goddamn walls. So we take the EKG meter, we take all our meters, and we got fucking poltergeist here, man. And there's this guy who's on business and his wife's staying in the room, and we don't know what happened. The walls are bleeding, but you know what happened, man? Fucking goddamn raccoon in the ceiling. And when they rot, they inflate and then they blow up. It was goddamn raccoon blood coming out the ceiling. I was like, that's a horrible story.
Yeah.
I was like,
sorry if you didn't find your ghost. It's like, yeah, you're actually going to need an exterminator and a really good cleaning crew to come and deep clean your walls.
But that was every story every one of them told. It would be like, man, we found it. And then there was a logical explanation.
Yeah, where are demons? Are they trapped between worlds, or are they we can't see them but they're all around us?
I think that they are all around us, but not in the sense of they're standing around watching. I think that they just go where they're called, where they're needed to be. Yeah.
Are they messing with people? Do you think demons mess with certain people?
I feel like they mess with people if there's something in it for them, but otherwise they don't really care.
Don't really care.
Yeah. I mean, I've sent a demon to mess with someone before.
You have?
Yeah.
So you did use one to do your bidding?
Yes.
Okay, but you said you don't recommend that, or that it's not.
I don't recommend it. I mean, the thing is that...
The bitch deserved it, Mick.
They did, I promise.
Well, tell this story, please.
It was a friend. They had let me know that somebody had actually sexually assaulted them.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And
we gotta hook her up with Scrappy.
Yeah, right? This is what we need.
Right?
This is what...
If we can't send the police, let's send some fucking demons.
Now it's all coming together.
It's all coming together, bro.
Slick and thick saves the world.
Here we go. Yeah. Finally, it only took us 20 episodes.
The cops won't do it.
Prick. Demons.
Give it 24 hours.
Yeah. So what happened? What happened to this piece of shit?
So I got the message from my
Don't
friend.
incriminate yourself.
I'm not.
Okay.
Nothing bad. Nothing that can be drawn.
I don't think the laws cover this type of shit.
We're in the South, bro. You never know.
Right. I forget Florida's in the South.
Florida's crazy.
Yeah.
So essentially what happened is I sent the demon I was working with, Bifrons, at the time to this individual. And I got word maybe 2 days later.
His name was what?
Bifrons.
Bifrons.
Mm-hmm. I got word maybe 2 days later that this person was committed to a psych ward because they were kind of having crazy visions and they were really scared.
Wow. That's... At least you use
sick.
your
That's awesome.
Powers for good?
I tried.
Absolutely.
I tried.
Yeah, dude sexually assaulted her friend.
Good?
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's some justice,
as far
right
as I'm
there.
concerned, 2 wrongs make it right just fine.
Yeah, man.
It's a double negative.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Nah,
Brings everything
that's
back
what
to
he gets.
balance. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 rights is a left. We're
Yes,
good.
that's true.
We're good with
Everyone
that.
knows that one.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
It's Jersey logic right there.
Yeah.
3 rights for a left.
So I smoke changa, which is a root that has been soaked in, I believe, synthesized DMT. The reason I smoke that as opposed to regular DMT is it's just easier. And on the second hit in, or on the third hit in, as I'm inhaling it, I no longer felt the smoke in my throat. I knew I was still breathing in, but I didn't feel it. And I literally heard, this is probably sense memory or whatever, but I heard the transformer noise, like the breaking down of the robot, and reality dissipated around me. Like I was instantly in a complete black abyss. I was outside of my body. I was not in the room I was in at all. I still had some sort of like attachment to my body. Like I felt like it was there, but there was nothing that I could look at. Mm-hmm. And then what are those things? You remember art class in like first grade when you'd take a picture of yourself with a light and then you cut out the
Yes.
What is that called?
I don't know, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Silhouette. Yes. God, I'm so stupid. So it was the silhouette of a big head was kind of coming across my viewpoint. And I remember thinking, this was around 2016, so I was like, is that Steve Bannon? Like, I was like, what the fuck is it? Why is Steve Bannon in my DMT trip? And his head rotated into 3D, and it turned, and it was my father. And my dad has the exact head of Steve Bannon. They look kind of alike, minus the rotting skin and tissue. And it was my dad, and I'm looking at my dad, and he's kind of looking at me, and then his head stretched and ripped apart. And then it shot me into other places, and a bunch of other images of past trauma, abuse, whatever you may call it, started popping up, and they all tore up right in front of me, stretched, tore up. And I was just being sent all over the place to tear up all of this past shit, which I then took, of course, as to like, let go of this stuff, try your best to kind of move past it. You've been stuck in the mud with your anger and sadness, depression, anxiety, all of this stuff for way too long. It's time to kind of ascend beyond this. I didn't for several years. And then I kind of like popped up out of nowhere and my eyes were open. And then I kind of looked up and I saw the divine feminine, the blue lady that people who hallucinate this deeply see. Mm-hmm. But I saw her and she was breastfeeding a baby. And I was like, oh, fuck, Nicole's pregnant. Like that's immediately what came to my head was like, oh no, my wife is pregnant. But we had this like, there was no mouth communication, but there was communication. And that was the moment when I came out of that, I felt like I could jump over a speeding Ferrari. Mm-hmm. Like I literally felt the best I've ever felt in my life. And that was the moment where I made the concrete decision that I was going to be a dad one day, where I was like, okay, I faced this thing. I don't know what the talk was or even how I came to this conclusion. And it sounds stupid to determine, but that's how I proposed to my wife because of a mushroom trip. I had a baby because of a DMT trip. And I killed him. No, but those things, like, it's important to me for whatever reason, and both have been correct decisions. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it was just, that was the moment where I solidified the thing of allowing myself to live a life that I wanted to as a dad, but didn't think I should or could because of my relationship with my father and my career as a comedian.
Dude, Holes, growing up fucking dumb, Holes was a lifesaver of a book. Cause I remember
it was a book.
Yeah, dude, it was a book, and I remember being young and dumb,
full of cum,
and I remember being like, "Yo, these books, they're hard as shit." And then
Holes book,
and then Holes.
Oh, just books. Hold on, wait a second. You're saying just
just
blanket statement. Books are very difficult.
Books in general are just hard.
That is some trash shit.
And then Holes rolls in and was just like, yo, dude, our first chapter, it's 1 page. And I was like, Holes, no one has ever loved me as much as you do. And that was that was my gateway into reading. Dude, I've always had dumb guy energy to me.
That's
I remember in fucking I was just telling someone about this. In
Bro, the funniest thing ever. It was very heavy. I probably said it on the show.
Wait, in New Hampshire?
Yeah, when we get to New Hampshire, me and Andy are driving for mad long. We get to New Hampshire, we're in this
probably
campground.
like 10 hours.
Yeah, New Hampshire's a fucking ride. So we look up all these stars in the sky. It's crazy. It's honestly probably one of the best starry skies I've ever seen.
It was beautiful.
And Andy looks up and goes, "This shit's not flat."
Yeah.
What?
No, because it was like, bro, like we're in the middle of this campground in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And the only light is like one little dim light on the fucking like general store that's there, or whatever the fuck it was.
Shit, yeah.
And I just look up and I look up at the sky and it's clearly like round. Like you can see the sky is round. I was
never
like,
doubted that. I'm not gonna
and
lie to you.
I
think he said flat Earth was your fucking dumb.
But like, no. So like my whole point for the longest time was I was like, I don't believe in flat Earth, but like, I don't know how to disprove it. So like, don't be fucking dicks to them. And then the second I was in New Hampshire with no light, I look up and I go, it's fucking round. Those guys are fucking idiots. It's so fucking round.
It was such a funny thing to happen. We had been in a car for like 6 hours. We thought we were lost because we were in Vermont for a while and then back in New Hampshire.
That last hour was like so remote. And then when we finally get within like a mile of the campground, we start seeing like
stood at a campground.
Yeah, it was like
we had a hotel room, but there is a campground behind the hotel.
Hey, I just went to go check it out like a fucking murder mystery. What the fuck?
No, we were doing shows there.
Oh, on the campground and shit.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, there was a big
It was
setup.
a festival.
Yeah, it was like a big festival set. There's a setup for comedy.
Did-
They had like a hotel area for us to
Did you let any of those cousin fuckers know that the Earth was round at any point? Like,
That's
look,
what
It wasn't a flat Earth convention.
I don't know the way.
I ran
The
into
way it hit him.
Do you think we got booked for a flat earther convention? We got there and we're like, oh man, I think we fucking really misplayed this.
He was like, yo, just take the money. Play the game.
Everybody was just sad that the Earth was clearly round in this one place.
Just Andy pointing. I'm like, look at it.
Look at
fucking look,
fucking idiot.
Just fucking look, you dumb fucks. I can't read and I know this.
It's right there on the first page of Holes. The Earth is round.
This is from CBS News. NASA is monitoring an asteroid that could collide with Earth on Valentine's Day 2046. Astronomer Piero Ciccoli said he believes there's about a 1 in 400 chance that the asteroid will actually have an impact. It's getting more likely. Surely this possibility will soon be ruled out, he tweeted last week. However, as an exercise, I calculated where the asteroid might fall if this possibility occurred. A map of his calculations, which could change over time, show that if it were to collide with Earth, it could fall anywhere between the Indian Ocean to just off the U.S. East Coast. Lucky us. So yeah.
Buddy.
What?
That's a wild breath of space.
Yeah, I hear you, but why? This is the problem. This is what an American response, Michael, to be like, it's definitely not going to happen to me because I'm special and important. That's what we thought about terrorist attacks. Cut to towers falling.
Anywhere from Australia to New York, Corinne.
Okay.
That's just saying Europe is. That's crazy.
Yeah, but okay. So, but if it's coming to Earth, I think is the key. Coming to Earth. So it's like, yes, maybe it is not going to specifically affect, the chances of it specifically affecting, like me, Corinne Fisher, or you, Mike Harrington, are small. But like, if a asteroid is coming to Earth and it's going to kill some people, I mean, obviously there's a lot of ocean space, so that could be cool. It's still not great. There's animals. Okay, well, fine. We'll regroup here in 2046. Okay, whatever.
Dude, that's gonna be awesome. Longest running news podcast.
This is the.
Can we do the next episode for the news from 2046?
It's just me with asteroid all over my face, asteroid remnants. Oh my god, kind of a cool way to go though. If it's like the asteroid took me, that's more interesting than like heart disease.
I thought to myself, I either got ripped off, or this is my first case.
Poutine should be like the most popular food in America.
Oh, because we're fat and stupid.
Yes.
Was that a shot at us?
Yes.
I mean, be candid. If you're going to call us fat and stupid, look at the fans. Look at the low-income whites who watch the show and tell them they're fat and stupid.
The low-income whites, I'm telling you, you would love poutine if you've never had it. It's literally French fries, cheese curds, and gravy.
We have disco fries here, Danny.
What are disco fries?
So it's French fries, like mozzarella and brown gravy.
Yeah.
It's just not the cheese.
Oh, so you got to get the curds, like the Wisconsin curd. You know, you
Yeah.
get them, like, then they squeak. That's how you know they're good. It's like when you bite them, they like literally squeak.
You like to watch cheese suffer? Squeak. And Shannon had to chime in with a Staten Island favorite, didn't you, Shannon?
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
I like that.
So your eating is not on par.
No. So at home, I make only fairly healthy things. I'll like a lot of vegetables, rice, proteins, fish,
right,
chicken, beef,
right.
And then my girlfriend is like a vegetarian, but then sometimes she eats fish. But then she like oftentimes will pretend that she's a vegan. It's very obnoxious.
She an actress?
Fuck no, I've never. Sorry.
That's
you
okay.
can bleep that out. But
no, it's all good. Because I'm dating a comedian actress.
Oh.
So it's like I was wondering if she says I'm a vegetarian one day, then she eats fish the other day, and
It's
then
like for a
it's
method.
It could be a method.
No,
it could be improv. Maybe she improvs her diet.
She does improv her diet.
Yeah,
yeah
and then
yeah.
doesn't let you know.
Yeah,
but she probably has pretty good range, is what it sounds like.
She has a very limited range, but sometimes, like, she's not a vegan, but then sometimes she'll make a dish and she'll say, "This is vegan."
Right.
And I'm like, but it would have been better. Like, she'll be like, "Here's a dish. I used vegan cheese, which sucks."
Right.
And I was like, but you're not vegan.
Yeah.
So just use the cheese we have in the
But do
refrigerator.
you find that helps a relationship when you attack the other person's identity? Just yes or no. Just yes or no, and then explain.
Yes.
It does help?
It does help. Yeah, you need a
How
little,
does she
you
respond?
need a little friction.
How does she respond when you go, "You're not a vegan"? She brings you dinner and goes, "There's vegan cheese in this," and you go, "Excuse me, you're a fraud." How does she respond to that, Danny?
She would have to bring me dinner first.
Yeah.
This is more like she made me a snack.
Ooh.
I'm more the dinner
Beggars
guy.
can be choosers, I guess, Shannon.
I'm more the dinner guy, and then sometimes I'm making her food, and she goes, "Can you use like," and this is, you're not gonna like this.
Right.
I don't know, but she'll be like, "Can you use my vegan butter?"
Oh my God.
And I'm like, "That's just like palm oil.
Yes.
Can we just use regular butter?
Yeah.
You're not vegan. We have like the really good like carrot gold grass-fed butter." And then she's like, "Can you use this palm oil that's whipped up? It's essentially margarine." And I was like, "No, I don't want to." And then she's like, "But I want to have vegan." But I'm like, "You're not vegan."
What are these miracles thinking sometimes? That's what I call women now. Miracles. What are these miracles thinking? It's like, I need you to use this, and you don't want to use it. It's like, why don't we just put WD-40 in it, right?
Honestly, that like whoever is marketing vegan butter, they're geniuses. Because that was margarine 5 years ago.
Right.
And we were like, that's poison. And then now they're like, this is health food.
Yeah. I
It's
can't
crazy.
believe it's not vegan butter.
It's
Did we just do a startup?
And then, but
Is
it's
that a
just
startup?
but it's just butter.
Yes.
It is just regular butter.
Right.
Called
I can't believe it's not vegan butter.
That's something.
We just invented something.
I think we did.
Ladies and gentlemen, your host for the House of Hardcore podcast, Tommy Dreamer.
My other favorite part is when we hang out in the locker rooms and and I always say this for people who, if you don't know and you have somebody like I trust you, like I ask you questions all the time. You've asked me questions, not just about wrestling. And I'll be like, "Yo, I got to show you this." And my Twitter, and I get gay ads. And I'm like, "Dude, I think Twitter thinks I'm gay." And then you're like, I show you the ad and you're like, "Oh yeah, you're a total bear." And I'm like, "Great." But then I'm like, wait a minute. I know why Twitter thinks I'm gay, because I'm always saying like, fuck Bubba and fuck Scott and fuck all these people. Like, fuck this dude. And you're like, yeah, hello. It reads, it listens to what you're saying. And then you're going to get ads because you're always cursing and you want to fuck these guys. And I just lost it when you said that. It's almost like a Seinfeld episode. Twitter thinks I'm gay.
Well, the best part was that you showed me the receipts for it. You're like, hold on, no, I got like actual like proof, because I really didn't believe it at first. I'm like, oh, he's just, but no, you actually showed me, and I was like, oh wow, he actually got a ad for a gay bear club. Did you end up going or?
Well, that's for the House of Hardcore podcast after dark.
That reminds me, by the way, someone said, when Elsa is coming on, talk to her about her Instagram or your Twitter used to say, fuck old guys or something like that. Is that right?
Elsa fucks old men Jean, because my name's Elsa Jean, so I just had a long middle name.
Is that including your Catholic name?
Yeah,
Hold on a second.
absolutely. And
Hello.
He goes, Elsa fucks old men is my confirmation name.
Yes. Yep. That's me.
All right. Well, all of a sudden, I feel like I have a shot. Okay. No. So.
I love old men, but I've been dabbling in younger men.
How young is young?
The youngest I've been with is 29, I think.
Meaning, wait. It's also what's weird when you say the youngest.
I'm 26.
Yeah, but it means at 26.
At 26, the youngest I've
youngest
been
ever
with
had
is
sex with when I
29.
was 16 or 17 was 17. But if we did that now, that would be weird. So you got to be
Yeah.
like at this point in my life, the youngest is what you mean.
Yes,
right?
at this point.
What about you?
You trying to tell us something, bro?
Yeah. I have sex with children.
Oh, you guys are young. Like where? Where the state lines were in? When we're asking this
Brenna,
question.
oldest and youngest that you would do.
The oldest guy I've dated is now, had
Dead.
sex with is
Of
now
natural
dead.
causes?
He's now dead, so he's really, really old. And I'm also getting to younger, but like younger than me, so like 22.
And Meagan, how about you? Oldest and youngest?
Attractive.
The youngest.
Now you got bite marks on your pussy because they don't know how to eat it.
Don't start none, won't be none.
Right?
25 was the youngest, and the oldest I think was like 45.
It's not bad.
45 is the oldest.
How old? Will you say how old you are?
No, I'm 29. I said 45.
Is
was
the oldest you've been with?
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually really
Ralph's,
young.
Ralph's 53, which is a Puerto Rican great grandfather.
Yeah, that's true. Brenna, when you had sex with the guy that's
this
dead.
this is exactly what
how
it
old
is.
was the guy that's dead now when you had sex with him?
He was in his 70s.
Wow, that's pretty fucking badass. And you, the oldest, when you don't want to say.
90.
No, you're full of
I
shit.
swear to God. Swear to God.
And he got
90.
hard?
I was 18.
There's nothing
Yep,
wrong with
and
that.
he would
You were
take-
18?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
And he would take Viagra out of a bubble gum machine.
Was he a billionaire?
Yeah.
I know.
I
No, he
don't know
worked at Red
billionaire, but
Lobster.
maybe close to it. Like he was very wealthy.
Yeah.
Very, very wealthy.
Where'd you meet him?
Obviously. I actually was giving out Jell-O shots at a party.
Oh, I love that story.
And
He was
so-
at the party?
And he was at the party.
Was it his house? What was his
And he-
pickup? What was his pickup line? Are you my granddaughter?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think he confused
What's with all the
me
loud
his
music
granddaughter.
here? Why are you playing on this loud music?
Turn that music
Cover
down.
yourself up, young lady.
Wow, that's fucking wild.
He
Like,
actually got hard. He didn't finish though.
that's pretty cool. Though.
Ralph can
Yeah.
finish, but he can't get hard.
No, yeah,
Just
that's
blowing
really weird.
dust.
It is really weird.
So it was that you only fucked him once? You only
Yeah,
fucked-
one time. Yeah, of course.
he died.
I-
Came out like cracker
Yeah.
crumbs.
Face wrinkled, surprisingly, very non-wrinkled dick. Very young penis.
That's pretty cool though. That
Very
a
young
90-year-old dude can fucking do that is pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. There's hope for you still.
Yeah, yeah.
You might learn how to fuck
I got
again.
40 years to still get out there.
No. less than
90s.
that.
Oh, a little less than. I'm 50, so
it's less.
47.
37.
37.
Ooh,
I had a
that's
couple
pretty
of-
close, right around the corner, dude.
Yeah, that's not bad. I'm on point. By the way, realizing now when I talk about things that happened 30 years ago,
Then
40
at that
years
point,
ago,
the girls you fuck will also want to have dinner at 4 p.m. and go to bed by 8.
That's not that bad. 7 o'clock is the
They'll catch you.
I like to eat at 7.
Yeah, Ralph's Wheel of Fortune and hits the sack early.
7 o'clock. I actually would say no to a girl for dinner if they want to eat at 9.
He has to wake up and feed a pigeon and talks to his mom for 4 hours straight on the phone.
Yeah,
Isn't that weird?
she's on the call right now. She's
Isn't that weird? He's talking for 4 hours
She's
a
listening
day.
right here. Right now, she's on.
If we want to talk, New Kids on the Block was before all that shit. Shout out to Donnie Wahlberg.
He's another one. I've seen him get it. Now, I know you do a lot of work on Blue Bloods now. I did background work on Blue Bloods years ago, right?
These aunts be trying to fucking
It's a
rush the
all-day
set.
shoot.
They be trying to rush the set. They come back around with their old ass girlfriends, the
Yeah.
dog. They got to walk their dog on this block today.
That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. We did a scene in Red Hook, and it was like that, where this woman was just out trying to take her baby for a walk, and it's like February. Like, bruh, this baby don't need to be out here in this cold.
Nope, but
And
Donnie
she
on the
ju-
block.
And they, oh, Donnie, we love you. Oh, my God, Donnie. Yeah, she's Puerto Rican or whatever.
Huge fans.
And
This
it's one of those
motherfucker got
things
old
where-
lady fans.
Donnie has to acknowledge her.
Yeah.
Or we will not get this shoot done.
Yeah. the Walnuts, they call them. The Walnuts is the group of gals that come and rush the set when we filming Blue Bloods. It's true. It's all day, every day.
Jesus Christ,
every time
man.
I'm out there, you're going to get some walnuts. You're going to get some walnuts while you're out there, bro.
Walnuts.
When they find out Blue
Do
Blood.
they know they're called walnuts?
Yeah, they gotta.
That's a derogatory term, ain't
These
it?
walnuts over here, Donnie. Walnuts. That's all the production be like, uh-oh, more walnuts. Here come the walnuts. They here try to suck this nigga dick in the fucking in the Escalade that he get out of every time. Like, yeah, he's big business.
All
The
right.
motherfucker's big business. He is the show.
How long of rejecting that kind of like offer before you try one just to see if it'll do anything for you?
Well, you should be way out in the road if you do that. You shouldn't be nowhere in New York.
But that's what I'm talking about. If you're in New York, you know what it's like to be on set all day, having a tough day. You done might have dealt with some shit at home with the wife and kids.
Depending on my situation.
Now you got to be up at 4:30,
Depending on
do
my
the
situation.
gym, 6 a.m. call time. You ain't had no head in weeks, and you fucking Donnie Wahlberg. You're Donnie Wahlberg for crying out loud.
But you probably got like a chick you can hit up. Hey, go to trailer, blah 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 blah. Meet me in there. I wouldn't take one of these trollops from the street. I would actually. I'm a star. Let me call up another not as star chick. Come hang out.
See, I think that's the disconnect that we don't realize how unhappy rich and famous people are.
I get it.
That you can't just take advantage of some street heads.
Some street strange.
Street meat.
Some strange top.
Street strange.
Some street strange. Let me go get some street strange real
Right.
quick at the halal.
Right. Halal
Go
what?
behind the halal.
Halal what? $7?
Halal. Let me go get me some street
They
strange.
be like,
$8.50.
nah, trust me, we'll get you some quality halal, but it's gonna cost you $70,000. You're like, nigga, that's just right here. It's right here. That's $7.
All I need is some lamb and rice. Let me get some quick lamb and rice. Let me get some strange lamb. Huh? Strange lamb?
Strange lamb.
I cannot sleep at night to save my life.
Bro, you and me
I
both,
fucking
brother.
get home.
I go to bed at 6 in the morning usually. That's the time I go to sleep.
It's been 9 a.m. for me lately.
Jesus
I know.
Late
I know,
spots, or you just
I
can't
know.
sleep?
You can
Late
take your hat back off. You look like a college professor no one listens to.
See, dude, Ian looking like that makes me not like. I feel now. I don't feel so bad about going bald. Like you don't make it look bad.
I'm glad looking at me makes you not feel so bad about yourself physically. You fucking toothless cocksucker.
He just came in. He's like, you know when I feel ugly, I just look at Ian.
Yeah.
By the way, you can't call somebody a toothless cocksucker and not mean it as a compliment. You best of the best.
Yeah, really.
You top notch.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Are you doing okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm great. Things are fantastic.
You should
I just
switch your
cannot
alarm
fucking
sound.
Sleep. Maybe you're right.
To something that wakes you up.
I feel free. I feel free now that fucking.
Oh, put it back
That's your
on.
hair.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Isn't that bad?
Oh, wow.
No, he looks good.
You just made Ian feel better about his hair.
That's a lot of fucking forehead right there.
I know.
A lot of forehead.
We all. Why do we have foreheads like aliens?
that shit is going too, man.
Holy shit! I would fucking murder for your hairline, Gio. Are
real.
you kidding me?
Look at that.
Still do the comb over a little
Shitting
bit.
me?
I grow it up.
But it's very light on top. Our old podcast, they used to have like the cameras used to be up here, and it looks so bad.
You guys have fucking hairlines like RoboCop.
The best roast I ever got. Yamanika told me one time. She goes, "You got the hairline of a rattlesnake."
Like this shit starts in your back pocket.